silent yet destructive. Its tremors go unnoticed, but its impact can last for years. Deep within our minds, a repressed emotion lies in wait, like an earthquake, ready to erupt. I am Sigmund Freud, and today I will speak to you about a catastrophe that most people carry inside without even realizing it. The silent earthquake caused by repressed emotions in the depths of the human psyche. A human being is not made up solely of thoughts. We are also shaped by what we suppress, what we silence, and what we think we've forgotten. The conscious mind, what we feel and think right now, is only the visible tip of the iceberg. The real matter lies beneath the surface. There you'll find repressed desires, childhood traumas, unspoken anger, and buried fears. I call this hidden realm the unconscious. But why do we repress? Societal rules, family structures, moral boundaries, and personal fears. These forces make some emotions unacceptable, dangerous even. A child, for example, cannot express possessive feelings toward the mother. He cannot voice his rage toward the father. These emotions are pushed down, repressed, not destroyed, only buried. They continue to live within, deep in the unconscious. And this is where the silent earthquake begins. Repressed emotions generate a psychic energy. That energy demands expression. But it cannot come out directly. It has been censored, so it disguises itself. It emerges through dreams, slips of the tongue, nervous tics, phobias, even unexplained physical symptoms. A woman constantly suffers from headaches, yet doctors find nothing wrong. A man can't relax in social settings, paralyzed by rejection he buried long ago. So many of our irrational reactions are echoes of emotions we've locked away. That is why dreams matter, because dreams are the stage upon which repressed emotions perform. I call them the royal road to the unconscious. Even in dreams, censorship remains. Emotions are masked with symbols and metaphors. A train crash may represent the pain of a traumatic breakup. Drowning might be a metaphor for a fear too overwhelming to name. Repressed emotions affect not just the inner world, but relationships too. Why does someone always choose the same kind of partner? Why do they overreact to certain situations? Because the unresolved emotions from the past shape the patterns of the present. We become prisoners of our own history, often without knowing it. But this is not fate. Awareness is possible. To illuminate the dark rooms of your mind takes courage, because what you find there is not only pain, but the key to who you really are. So what can be done? The method I developed, psychoanalysis, aims to uncover these silent quakes. Through free association, we access the unconscious. By speaking freely, we begin to remember what was silenced. By interpreting dreams, we come to understand our hidden desires, and most importantly, we realize how what we've repressed is quietly shaping our lives. When you discover your inner truth, you begin to liberate yourself. You no longer fight your feelings, you face them, and in doing so, you become whole. Remember, if there are cracks deep beneath the surface of your mind, one day those repressed emotions may rise, like a silent earthquake, turning your life upside down. But this is not the end. It is the beginning. Because every collapse is also an opportunity to rebuild. You cannot understand yourself without understanding your unconscious. And without that understanding, true freedom is impossible. I am Sigmund Freud. Listen to the silence within you, because sometimes the greatest storms are hidden in the quietest depths.